But let's pull down the sheets and see for ourselves. Why am I even checking? All right, so it looks like there are a few hairs under the blankets. More hair. Oh. You know, I was really hoping to be able to leave a positive review. Well, I guess we should check the top.
This next video is by Drew Does, staying in the weirdest theme park hotels. I wonder how weird it's finna get.
I'm going to the weirdest theme park hotels, like resorts where you can see giraffes from your bed, luxury Lego rooms that are just steps away from rides, hotels with indoor rivers filled with gators, and more unique theme park hotels to find out which actually makes for the best vacation. Starting at Disney World's cheapest hotel. For $100 a night, you can sleep under a toy the size of a building.
That is the largest play I've ever seen.
And that's because when you stay here, you're just steps away from Toy Story Land at Disney World.
All right, let's find our room.
This is actually one of the cheapest rooms we're staying in this video. And although it's small, this room has a few secrets. Like, of course, you get your bed, a TV, a mini fridge and coffee maker, and a robot assistant for your room. Hey, Disney, order me room service.
Sorry, I can't help with that.
This little desk might be the most interesting part of the room because it can transform into a second bed. This is actually one of the coolest things I've seen in a hotel room. But we are only getting started because in this video, you're going to see some of the most interesting theme park hotels on the planet. And next, welcome to Legoland. We're here at their Pirate Island Hotel, which is an entire hotel that looks like it was made out of Legos. There's literally Legos everywhere. There's a life-size Lego pirate ship you can play in. Even the doorman is made of Legos.
His name is Bob.
And when you walk inside, you'll see one of the most unique hotel lobbies I've ever seen. Right in the middle of the room is an entire swimming pool filled with free Legos you can grab. And there's even a life-size castle made out of Legos you can just walk through. So now I really want to see our room. And it's crazy that even walking through the hallways, you're surrounded by Legos everywhere.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built a...
I'm going to the weirdest theme park hotels. Like out of 10. But next we're trying a theme park. I did the Legoland theme park. It's super fun because the first thing you see when you walk in is you want to see our room.
His name is Bob.
And when you walk inside, you'll see one of the most unique hotel lobbies I've ever seen. Right in the middle of the room is an entire swimming pool filled with free Legos you can grab. And there's even a life-size castle made out of Legos you can just walk through.
Now, what if somebody, one of them kids is gonna try or have tried to knock that thing over right there. Low key, I want to just.
So now I really want to see our room, and it's crazy that even walking through the hallways, you're surrounded by Legos everywhere.
You okay? Hello?
But I couldn't have imagined what my room would actually look like. Inside was even cooler than I expected. So right away you can just tell that this room is super fun because the first thing you see when you walk in is the kids area. You get 2 bunk beds, a small kids TV, and of course plenty of free Legos. Next, the bathroom is mostly straightforward. Only thing that's special is that there's a Lego crab on the wall. But even the main bedroom is very colorful and Lego themed. There's a massive parrot made out of Legos and a pirate map behind your bed. But that's just the beginning of what you can do here. Like this movie theater room that plays every Lego movie on repeat. I was the only one in there. And of course, the Legoland theme park itself. Although for some reason, it seems like nobody's here today. Like right now, I actually see more trees than people here. There's not too much going on in Legoland today. I think there are a few rides operational, but there's still a few things you can do here that are really cool. Like visit an entire small Lego city that has crazy details like a rocket ship made out of Legos that can take off, tiny boats filled with Lego people, but by far the most impressive part is their recreation of New York City in Legos. Of course there's also games you can play, like this basketball challenge that's famously impossible to win at.
Oh, does that count? No, okay. Wow, there we go, second try. Wow, so it's usually not easy. Wow. Could I get a big banana?
Winning this banana might be my life's greatest accomplishment.
I guess I got lucky.
I did not expect that to happen.
Nice win. Thank you.
And with my new friend, I had an idea.
Can I do a caricature?
For about $20, you can get a custom portrait of yourself of you as a Lego minifig.
Wow, that's awesome. You crushed it.
So of course I got one with my banana. All right, well, it's getting late, and we've got to rest up because we have another really strange hotel planned for tomorrow. But that means there's just one last thing we have to do here. This is my first time going to Legoland, and it's pretty clear people love this place. But I do think the hotel rooms could use an upgrade. 7 out of 10. But next we're trying a theme park hotel that makes you feel like you're in another country. This is the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is known as Disney's best hotel. And that's because the entire hotel is surrounded by tons of animals you would normally only see.
As many times as I've been to Disney World, I have yet to go to Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Next time I go, I'm going there. But every time I go, I always go to Magic Kingdom. I just can't get enough of
At a
Magic
zoo.
Kingdom.
So of course the hotel lobby is breathtaking with super high ceilings. But I'm really excited to get to our room because apparently the view is unbelievable. First, when you walk in, you have your bathroom. If you couldn't tell already, everything in this hotel is African
I
themed.
like
Plus, the
that.
room comes with this little
Ooh, I definitely need to go.
Mickey Mouse tablet. And this time, I'm hoping it'll actually work. Hey, Disney, tell me a joke.
How do you know if the ocean likes you?
How?
It waves!
But the main reason you come here is for this. Your own private balcony with a view of all the animals on the savannah. Got 2 little chairs and a coffee table. So because this hotel is so special, I made sure to bring the big camera. It just has a really far super zoom lens, so we can really get up close and personal with the animals out here.
I be thinking about. I thought about getting a Sony, but I already run into a whole lot of Sony shooters, so I was really trying to get it. But I tell you what I do have. Lumix game, huh? Yo. Hold on, let me see if I can reach my other one. Let me tell you, bro. This, well, let me get it in frame. This right here, by far, is my favorite camera I've had to this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Normally I will use an adapter, but as of recently I got a Lumix 16 to 35. You know what I'm saying? Recently got this. That's why you see this little piece right here. This comb light adapter is never let me down. Helps me through thick and thin. And before that, when I was using my G85, I put an adapter on this baby with a Canon lens. People used to mistake my work this for a GH5. Everybody thought I was shooting with a GH5, but no. A lot of my earlier work was shot with this puppy, this bad boy right here. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Old favorite. This I would say G85 is a workhorse. Look, don't get me started, man. We be here all day talking about it. Don't get me started. I will, however, I do got another channel we could y'all could like possibly subscribe to. And I'm saying, where I'll be talking about camera stuff, which I will also be uploading more on. But man, yeah. Look, this is a Lumix Lumix S5. And if I'm not shooting with the Blackmagic 6K Pro, which is what I'm shooting on right now, I use that for like the big boy stuff, like when I'm shooting like celebrities, you know what I'm saying, like celebrity work podcasts. I mean, streaming, you know what I'm saying, because I am streaming off of that too. Yeah, so it's food for thought. But around, enough about that. Enough about that. Yeah.
Usually I don't use it because it's big and heavy. Sam's gonna do
It can get heavy, but that's why you gotta do the gains. That's why you gotta do the gains. And I done shot so much, I'm used to it. But obviously the Pocket 6K Pro is gonna be. I mean, I'm not the 6K Pro. I'm sorry, the 6K Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, not 6K Pro. I thought about getting a Pro, but I'm cool where I'm at with just the 6K.
Do our best to try and spot all the animals using this behemoth.
You need to clean their lens. Clean your lens. Clean your lens.
We have like every single animal right in front of our hotel room, but we're missing one that I need to see before we leave. The giraffe.
The giraffe. So to find them, we just started walking by all the animals. Whoa, flamingos. I feel like a National Geographic photographer.
Oh, that's a good shot.
The flamingo at Disney World. It's got the easiest life of any flamingo ever. Probably gets fed Mickey waffles and popcorn.
That's not true.
But you can also find this fire pit and make your own s'mores. It's pretty fun and totally free, but also a little messy. That's good. This is beautiful. I mean, check out the sunset. With the sun going down, it's like 6:30 p.m. The animals are starting to go to sleep, and it's time we go to dinner. We got to try the hotel's African restaurant, which had pretty unique food. But before bed, there's one thing at this hotel I've never seen before, especially at a theme park. Because for $89 a person, you can book a night safari. You just board this little truck and get handed a night vision device that lets you see perfectly in the dark, even people. And then a tour guide driver will take you out right past the hotel rooms, next to all the animals on the hotel's property. First, you'll see the ostriches resting, and we even found one of its eggs. We pulled up on the zebras, who I guess were eating dinner. They have a lot of zebras here at the hotel, but I guess they got annoyed by our truck and ran away. But we also saw this animal that can weigh as much as a car. And finally, Sam's dreams came true because we found the giraffes. I don't know why, but it looks so weird to see a giraffe sitting. And just like that, it's time we rest up and get ready for our next hotel. Thank you so much. That was incredible.
That was so good.
Honestly, we had such a good time. Animal Kingdom Lodge is going to be hard to beat. Our next theme park hotel is one of the largest in the entire world because inside this hotel is an indoor forest. And because it costs around $500 million to build, my expectations are pretty high. We'll check into our room in a second, but I found an entire river system in here with a full-size pirate ship that is also a restaurant with real fish swimming right by it. Walking into this hotel lobby feels like I'm walking into a jungle. And that's pretty accurate because there's an area called Gator Springs filled with real live baby gators. When you stay here, you're only a few minutes away from a real alligator theme park. So at this hotel, you can watch alligator feedings, so you can see how the gator keepers make sure their population eats lunch. Yeah, there's no way I would do that job. But I did meet this nice stranger who told me he saw one of the alligators try to bite another.
They have a good life. They live in a 5-star hotel. $400 a night? Yeah, not cheap.
You just have to be really careful not to fall in on your way to breakfast in the morning. Speaking of breakfast, the restaurants are also in the dome and look pretty nice. And you can walk outside to find the hotel's water park. The pool has a movie theater, there are slides, and a simulator if you know how to surf.
That looked fun.
That looks like it hurt.
And with so much to do, we gotta find out what the rooms are like. Here's the room you get for about $400 a night. There's a very large king-size bed. There is cool chair number 1. There is cool chair number 2. Although you might call this more of like a baby couch. Could sleep on this. You've got your really large TV. Interesting piece of abstract artwork. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But of course, what makes this hotel really unique is that you get a balcony with an incredible view of the indoor rainforest. Honestly, of all the places we've tried so far, this might be the most well-rounded hotel. I feel like I had to run a marathon just to get out of that place. But our theme park hotels are just getting weirder from here, including one with the largest swimming pool I've ever seen. These hotels can get really expensive, so that's why I have to thank this video sponsor, Holofly. When you travel to other countries, it can be really difficult to stay connected to the internet on your phone. Airports will try to sell you really overpriced SIM cards when you land, but that's why I use Holofly's eSIMs. They offer unlimited data in over 200 destinations. And what's really special is they have global and regional options. So if you're traveling all across Europe or even the world, your phone will stay connected the entire time. You don't even need to press any buttons. It just happens automatically. It is incredibly simple. You just open the app, pick the country or region you're going to, and then install it before you fly. As soon as you land, you just hit activate and you're good to go. Now you can easily use Google Maps, Uber, or text your family even if you're now on the other side of the world. Plus you get to keep your original phone number so you never lose your contacts. And it even includes hotspot capabilities so you can connect your laptop if you need to. Plus with 24/7 support and a flexible 6-month refund policy, there's just no reason not to try it. I'm about to travel to Japan with a nice yellow lounge side, and the sides are laptop if you need to. Plus with 24/7 Drew does to save stick. Because apparently when they were building this hotel, there was a plan for flying cars to take guests directly from the airport to this property. But I guess we'll have to see for ourselves how advanced it actually is. And immediately when you walk inside, you're hit with one of the weirdest lobby designs I've ever seen, with a couch that's lying on its side for some reason. But I booked a night in their special WellTech room, which claims to offer the future of well-being. I have no clue what that means, but for over $300 a night, let's hope it's pretty good. I'm not sure if I really see the futuristic aspects quite yet, but you do get a pretty bouncy bed, a nice yellow lounge chair, a little round table, and a clone. Yes. You get your own iPad that controls the room, letting you open or close the blinds. Your nightstand even comes with a special speaker to help with your sleep. There's peaceful ones like Ocean or Meadow. Meadow's a good one. I really could fall asleep to Meadow. You could listen to waterfalls all night. And some really questionable ones, like there's City, which sounds like a super busy street.
How is that supposed to help you fall asleep?
But definitely the worst one is Crowds. Like, is this a joke?
I can definitely sleep now.
But there's still more because they placed a little QR code on each nightstand that lets you customize your bed's firmness. I guess my room came with a special advanced bed that can transform based on the preferences of people who stay here. But if you wanted to buy one, it could cost over $7,000. This bed even has its own app. From soft to firm, choose your comfort on your side of the bed. So if I drag the slider all the way up to 100%, a bar starts loading saying adjusting to comfort preferences.
Ooh.
So I guess it's making the bed more firm. But to be honest, I couldn't tell if it was working or not. But there's a lot more we can do here at the Hotel of the Future. Like right outside is a sculpture garden.
What is a sculpture garden?
Turns out it's a little man-made garden with a bunch of sculptures in it. Like a statue of this guy with a box for a head.
I guess it's just an outdoor museum of really large sculptures.
Although some of the statues just genuinely confused me. To be honest, so far I'm kind of getting the vibe this is more of a museum artistic hotel rather than one that's really futuristic. And while sadly I couldn't find any flying cars that currently work today, I did find a sign for rocket launches. I guess there were no launches today, but there were a lot of planes flying really close and directly over our hotel. But it was starting to get late, so I used my room's iPad to order some room service, which was pretty tasty. I put on the robe that came with the room, and tried to sleep in my AI bed. So while this might not be the world's most advanced hotel, it's got a few creative ideas. But our next stop could not be more different.
Welcome to our next theme park hotel. It's called the Westgate River Ranch Resort. And here you can stay on a property that is also a ranch. That's why I'm wearing this cool cowboy hat. But it also has an entire water park, horseback riding, and just infinite ways to have fun if you're bored of the traditional style of theme parks. Plus they have super unique rooms. As you can tell, we are staying in a wagon that's been converted into a hotel room. And you can also stay in a teepee right next to tons of farm animals. We literally have a view of this farm and tons of cows just walking around eating grass.
When you stay here, you get your own golf cart you can use to drive around the property and search for animals. One night,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That might be the deal breaker for all of them. They give you your own go-kart. Now, they saying something
here cost
now.
over $500, so let's see what you get for that. Let's do a wagon tour. Also, we did bring our puppy Tony along for this one. First thing you see when you walk in is your living room area. There's a couch, a wooden table. Also, instead of lamps, you get lanterns. Next is a dresser to put all of your things. They also gave us a basket full of free snacks, which is really nice. And there's a map of all of the activities you can do at this resort. Next is the bed, which is a nice bed. Sadly, the puppy does not actually come with your room. You'll have to bring your own. Shake my hand if you like the bed. Okay. He likes it. Next to the bedroom is the bunk bedroom. This way you can bring kids along and they have a place to sleep. Also kind of funny, it looks like a bunch of kids that have slept in this bunk bed left notes on the ceiling for future kids. Emily was here. Marish was here. Claire was here. All these kids have just said that they've stayed here. No one's leaving any detailed notes. The bathroom is pretty nice. It's like a normal hotel bathroom, including actually a really large shower. Also, there's random farm-related artwork all over the place. There's a donkey eating grass and a horse staring at you menacingly in the bathroom.
Menacing.
But outside they have a small town with a post office, escape room, coffee shop, and this general store. You can get everything from frozen waffles to snow globes, and for some reason they even sell some of the largest treats I've ever seen, and many funny hats.
Ain't my first rodeo.
This is my first rodeo.
Wow.
Good morning. It's 7:30 a.m. The cows are up. They're starting to move.
This hotel does something special because every morning breakfast room service is included. Open up this basket and you'll find your first meal of the day waiting for you in a bag.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find this morning.
Hey,
I had to explore the other insane things this place has to offer,
might be
like
the
a
best
water
one.
park, which was completely empty. It is like 40 degrees out.
There's an entire basketball court anyone can use.
And the stable with all of the ranch's horses. Overall, this ranch gets a solid 8.5. But next is one of the craziest
That's
things
valid.
I've ever seen, because this pool is literally the size of 6 football fields. Like, it cost $1.5 billion to build. But it gets better because the best view of the whole lagoon is right outside your room.
Ooh. Okay, I might
This
have to
view
take
is
that back. I
insane,
don't
but
know.
what
Let
makes
me
it even
see.
better is you can see Disney from here.
We
Oh.
also get this little couch.
So,
There's a big comfortable bed, a TV that displays artwork and has all your favorite streaming channels, a coffee table with 2 chairs so you can have meetings with your clones. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
shut it.
You heard what I said. There's even this water station that comes with a free complimentary water bottle. I like when things are free.
But I couldn't wait to get outside to check out the pool. It's basically a beach town down here, with amazing sandcastles, kayaking, and even baby gators. You can rent a yacht to go in the giant pool, like this one for $25, this one for $100, or this boat that has a hot tub in it for $150. There's even a futuristic full-body sunscreen station. You just press a few buttons on the touchscreen, wait a second, and then spin around inside of it while it intensely sprays
that's
you.
fire.
At least now you won't get sunburned relaxing in one of these private luxury cabanas that's basically a whole living room. Obviously the water itself is cold. I mean, there's no way they could heat a pool this large. But that's why you can rent your own kayak for free to go explore the pool. Sadly, they don't go that fast, but they're still fun. Oh yeah. Only here can you go canoeing in a swimming pool.
Water is cold though. You do not want to fall in. This might be the best swimming pool in the world.
And if somehow you're still bored, you can go down their 3-story slide with your friends. But I'm taking my free bottle of water, and we're heading out because as a kid, I literally dreamed about our next hotel.
This is the Nick Hotel, or at least it used to be. This hotel was built back in 2005 as the Nick Hotel that was advertised all over TV. And when I was a kid, it looked like the most amazing hotel on the planet. It had a famous water park, but as you can tell today, it's been stripped down. It's no longer Nickelodeon themed, and instead just kind of looks old. All of the rooms at this hotel are in buildings like these. They used to be bright, orange, colorful, and fun. Now they look a little sad. Every room in this hotel faces outdoors, so this is my room.
The rooms used to look super fun and themed around famous characters like SpongeBob, so I'm really curious to see what they look like today.
Gotta say, first impressions, you get a lot of space considering one night is only $60 at this hotel. Living room has a couch with a sunset painting, a TV that tells you all about the things you can do at this hotel, a tiny desk with 2 chairs. But this is where things start getting interesting. This hotel does not have great reviews, and a lot of people who have stayed here have said online that the bathrooms can be really dirty, and so can the bedrooms.
At first it looked like everything was fine, although it's not perfectly
go.
clean.
The bathtub's a little marked up, but to be honest, considering the price of this hotel, the bathroom's pretty clean. For the most part, I guess. But next, to get to the bedrooms, you just walk down this hall. Because first you have the kids' room. It kind of has a surfer theme, a painting of cool sunglasses. Luckily, the kids' room does come with a small old TV. Of course, this room used to be Nickelodeon themed. Back in the day, SpongeBob would have been right here on this back wall. The bed's comfortable. I don't know how well this bed above me was made. The sheets and blankets look a little strange. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is that the reviews have not been kind to these bunk beds.
People say they break easily, and some have found trash in the beds.
But let's pull down the sheets and see for ourselves.
Why am I even checking?
All right, so it looks like there are a few hairs under the blankets. More hair. Oh.
You know, I was really hoping to be able to leave a positive review.
Well, I guess we should check the top bunk too.
I was honestly kind of afraid of what I might find.
Okay, blankets are a little dirty. That's another hair.
But that was all I could find.
Luckily, the top bunk is not as bad as the
I don't know
bottom.
about
But
that.
next, there's the main bedroom. Here you'll find the 3rd TV in this hotel room. That part
scared
is
to look
amazing.
at that one.
And there's a dresser for your clothes, which definitely has seen some better days.
This is the most important bed in the room, so obviously I had to check if that one was clean too, and...
All right, this one seems pretty good. Honestly, if that one was covered in hair, I don't think I'd be able to sleep tonight.
But there's one part of this hotel I need to find that was made famous by Nickelodeon's commercials. Their massive water park. It was bright orange and looked super fun, so I need to know what it's like now.
There's still a surf pool with a giant water slide.
There's now an awesome surfing simulator. But what about the giant orange bucket that dumped slime on everyone? Turns out today, it's gone.
And now I guess it's just under construction, and there's a gray wall up to prevent people from going over there. When I was a kid, it was my dream to come to this very hotel so I could experience this water park. So it's a little sad to see the state of this hotel today.
But if you walk inside the lobby, you'll find the hotel's gift shop. It used to be filled with fun Nick toys and tons of SpongeBob merch. But now there are plush Mickeys, Disney shirts, and even Mickey Mouse salt shakers.
But in here, you won't find anything related to Nickelodeon.
They're kind of promoting Nick's competitor now. There's even a guy selling Disney theme park tickets.
It was Nickelodeon I used to work as cleaning. I used to be carried to the locker.
So why? So if they own it now, is it part of Disney? Why not put Disney theme stuff in there, you know?
Around here all the time.
He told me they've kept the same chairs since the Nickelodeon days, so at least they haven't gotten rid of everything. But then, hidden in the back, I found the only place where the Nick magic is still alive. A full-size movie theater playing the SpongeBob movie that was completely empty.
I'm sorry I ever doubted you. At least there's one thing from Nickelodeon you can still do here. You can sit in a full-size theater and watch SpongeBob.
So of course, that's exactly what I did, because this is the only hotel I've ever been to that has something like this. This was like one of my favorite movies as a kid, and it's all
Hey, W Hotel, the fact that they have a movie theater, and who knows what else they could play or have access, you know what I'm saying, have access to. That would be good.
thanks to whichever staff member set it up on this projector.
You know, for how run down this hotel is, and even though it's not the Nickelodeon hotel anymore, it still has a little bit of its magic. So our favorite theme park hotel was the River Ranch. It's just such a relaxing place. But looking back, when I was a kid, I have so many happy memories of going to theme park.
Between the River Ranch and the one with the big pool.
You could easily have a great vacation no
Or
matter
Animal
where you
Kingdom.
sleep at
Or
night.
Animal Kingdom. Well, that's it for that one. Let me see. Yeah. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and what you think about this video down below. Which one was your favorite? Which one would y'all stay at? Which one was the best one that y'all asked? Please let me know. And we're going to be on to the next video.